Greetings, mortals. Jared Petty here for IGN, and we're headed through the gate and into the Black Garden. Why? Well, because some intrepid IGN users have discovered new ways outside the map and into hidden areas. If you head through that gate to the garden and up that rock formation to the side, thanks to Paul McCloskey, IGN user Akumamba. Paul McCloskey, we're able to find this new way outside, and this leads to one of the rock formations that we've seen before. Well, at least that's what I thought when I got here first. However, when I look at the skyline outside, when I get up on top, I see that it appears that only some of the world that we could see from that other video you've seen where we've gone outside the Black Garden map is visible. Instead, we've got different backgrounds, a bit of a different layout here, some new fragments floating up in the sky. It's really pretty up there. So you can see some stuff out there in the distance. And also this, hearing a little bit of this interminable screeching noise that starts for some reason. But there's also, if we look off this one ledge here, a little cave. So we've come out of the Black Garden along that rock formation up and out to where Paul showed us. You can see these little fragments out there outside the map. And if we decide we want to drop down and give ourselves a little boost to keep from completely dying, we'll take a lot of damage here, be all right. And we head into this cave. What will we find? Well, we turn around and we're back in the Black Garden again. And this time, the way we just came is now the way into the garden, which is really weird. But we've just begun to see the strange things that are afoot, because thanks to IGN users Tristan Jackson, Lucas Dvorak, and Jaden Anton, and I hope I'm getting those right, we also know that there's another interesting thing to be found. Now, we're going to go back to this window. Again, there's an IGN video on how to find this first hidden zone outside. We're going out here through that window in the Black Garden, jumping over to this ledge, and making our way to the rock formation down below, where we already know there's an entrance to another Martian zone. Now, before, that seemed to be a bit of a dead end. We'd get down in there were no enemies, and there was no way out. But if we drop down to this ledge and head inside, head down here, and then turn around, let the map begin to load as we back up there a little bit and watch where we just came from. And we're going to second see the Tharsis Junction name pop up here. Yeah. We head back to where we came. There's some weird fragments up there. And you see that little block of concrete over on the side? I'm going to hop up to that. Above that is a rock. We jump onto that rock and then turn around, and so you see another rock formation right up against this wall. It's really narrow, but we're going to leap. It takes a couple of attempts, but we'll cut ahead through the magic of editing, get into that narrow gap, then kneel down under the gap, walk forward a little, kneeling down, turn around, and there's a little ledge up here leading into a ventilation system. And again, this is Tristan Jackson, Lucas Dvorak, Jaden Anton that showed us this. Their ex-usernames are Resurgent Cat, Zinky65, and VV Zekrom VV. And look outside, another area. Now again, this appears to tie into some of the outside of the map stuff we've seen before, but the sky color is different, and much more importantly, look what we're standing on now. This doesn't appear, if you go outside, any other way, at least any other way that we found. And now we're walking around outside a different chunk of the Martian landscape. Now these areas here, we hop over and we can see down into the map, walking on the grate from the outside. And for the first time in these mysterious developer type glitch zones, we can find enemies. And we try to engage them, and nope, even though it looks like there's a gap there, it's still solid. But there's plenty of exploring to be done. This is a huge area, and there's lots of little windows and clipping places where you can peek in and see enemies on the map. I've actually discovered if you get close enough and fire a weapon, they will hear you through the wall and get alerted, although they can't do anything about it. But it's more than just a bunch of modeling textures. Looking down, we can actually see some of the levels here inside. That's right, we're looking in on levels, peeking down, and if we follow this long strain here, you can begin to see familiar tunnels and fire zones from other parts of the Martian landscape and other places we've been. We're going to follow this long snake of a tunnel that comes off one side of the complex. Again, this is a fairly immense area out here. And as long as you're keen not to fall off, there's a lot of exploring you can do. And we'll get down here, and look, we're outside Freehold Station, which is part of Mars. We look down in here. Now, and here we get to a wall that so far I haven't been able to scale, but I did figure out a trick. I see some enemies here. If I want to, I can back up off here and die. And once I've seen that that note pop up telling me which part of the map I'm on, when I respawn, I will respawn inside. And now we fight our way through these guys, and we're right smack here in the middle of the map, fighting our way through. Look at that. So we've gone from the other end of the universe into a glitch zone, and then dropped down into this. But I wonder what happens if we keep going. Well, I started following the white arrow pointer just to see where it would take me. And if I followed it all the way through Mars, and this took several minutes, back to the gate flashes, and suddenly, before I get anywhere close to it, I pop up, that's right, inside the Black Garden again. And so I thought to myself, what's going on? Well, it turns out that despite everything that happened, despite the death, besides going back to Mars from another planet, despite walking all the way through the map, I'm still being directed to the next point in the mission. I never left the mission. And I thought, I wonder if I can loop back around again. So I headed back to the room in the Black Garden where you'll find the window, climb to the top of the green window. Again, there's another IGN wiki and video that can tell you how to do that and get to the first hidden area here in Destiny. So we'll get back to that room. Here we are. Hop off. And start ascending our way up to the big green window over there. Make our way to the top, go back outside, loop back around, make our way back to the rock formation, drop back down to the Tharsis Junction entrance yet again, climb back up from the concrete thing once the wall reconstructs behind us, cram into this area again, climb under the vent just like before. Folks, life is a great big circle, and so is this level. We hop back up, and through the magic of video editing and a little time lapse, back outside on top of the level again where we started. So again, thanks to all the guys who pointed this out to us. There's a lot to explore out here. I really appreciate how games are made and some of the things that go into making. Oh, look, we can see a couple of factions having a battle here inside. Just seeing how these things all come together and what is and isn't possible. There's some weirdness, kind of like those little birds you see painted in the background of kids' pictures. So yeah, if you find anything in the game, please let us know. And thanks for watching. For everything you need to know about Destiny, please keep it locked here with your friends at IGN. Bye-bye.